5 failures and 1 success. In 3 days, it was sold out. BoAt is a very cool word, right? Best skill you have to learn is keep hustling, but stay humble.
He was one among the most popular shark of the show. He also invested in a numerous number of startups, helping them with his ideas and experience. He was also felicitated with the Entrepreneur of the Year 2020. I take immense pleasure in inviting the most charming personality of this afternoon to the dais. With a great round of applause, let us all welcome Mr. Aman Gupta.
Vanakkam, welcome to Coimbatore.
Thank you. Well, this is this is lovely to be here, and this is my first time to Coimbatore. So, guys, be kind to me, right?
You know, we had this thing here, marketing maniac, a marketing guru, a marketing genius. Everyone wants to look at him and he's wearing the brand BoAt, so how can we not look at that? Okay, so first of all, I'm extremely honored to meet you. We've seen you on TV, we've seen your products all over the places. But Mr. Aman Gupta, people speak about the success of BoAt. Not many people actually want to understand the failures that you went through. How many of you all actually know that he tasted, he dwelled and learned with a lot of failures? How many of you all know that? But we know the success of BoAt.
I love gadgets, right? I love headphones, I love speakers, I love watches. So gadgets is something which I love. So, I thought I want to do something in gadget space, right? I'm a finance graduate, done MBA in finance, but everybody was like, gadget space mein kyun ja raha hai banda, right? Why do you want to do marketing? Why do you want to do sales? Why is this fascination for gadgets? I did that. I went to JBL. I applied there, learned a lot from them, 2 years, and then I started BoAt. So BoAt has been decently well. I wouldn't say it's a success story yet. It has done well, but miles to go, right? Still too much to be done. So 5 failures and 1 success. People don't remember failures. People just talk about success. Keep working hard, keep doing well, keep to your passions, follow your passion. There will be success at the end of the day, and that's what has happened to me.
No, what we are asking you also was the lessons that you learned, sir.
So, when I started my first few companies, I used to spend too much time on irrelevant stuff, right? What is the admin team doing? What is the HR team doing? I did not have the right product, right? So there is something known as product market fit, that the product has to fit for the consumer to take, right? It's like a product market fit. So product छोड़ के हमने सब कुछ में focus किया. But now when I started BoAt, I realized कि boss पहले ऐसा product बनाओ कि consumer को खरीदने का मन करे. अगर वो सही है, बाकी चीजें होती रहेंगी. The rest of the things will fall in place. Most important is to know your consumer better and go backward. Don't waste your time on 100 other things.
You become an entrepreneur when you are educated and you're experienced. That's when you become a seasoned entrepreneur. Can you, your insights on India and its startup culture?
I think it's the best time in India to start up, right? पहले ना ऐसे कभी it was not the moments were not as good as what it is now. There are amazing shows which are promoting startup culture. So it is, have you heard of a day called Startup Day? Ever? No, right?
No.
This was the first year it was introduced by the government. Startup days are being celebrated, and people are ready to take risks, right? I was at the delegation which went to France last 2 weeks back. So I went with Prime Minister Modi ji, and there were a lot, table थी उसमें सारे Indian and French businessmen were sitting, ठीक है? Imagine in that table there was a person like me who has just started a company 6 years old, also sitting in the same dais, right? That is what startups are doing today. I went to the conference and I was like sitting there, and when my turn to talk came, I said, I am representing the new India, and the new India is dreaming big. Why can't we have French people loving Indian brands, right? That's a dream which I have. I want to take BoAt to a place where we go global,
Fantastic.
right?
Fantastic. Yeah. And when we say the marketing genius, Aman Gupta, the name that you came out with, BoAt, how did that name come by, and how do you build a company into a brand in 6 short years?
नहीं तो बहुत इजी है you know as I said कि you know बहुत सारे नाम आ रहे थे पहले हम लोग जब स्टार्ट कर रहे थे ना people want you know somebody saw it कि put a word called Sonic, put this, put that, but BoAt is a very cool word, right? It's very easy, you know, like I said, you know, anywhere you go in India or the world, BoAt तो सबको ही पता है ना क्या होता है. Now look at the brands present today. You will and if you look at most of my competitors are Chinese brands, right? Can you pronounce them? One is Huawei, one is Xiaomi, one is Wali, one is Nini, right? It's very difficult. And look at BoAt.
That's why the marketing guru.
So you go on a boat, you take a boat, you leave the land behind, you leave the worry behind, right? You enjoy your life, you go into your own zone. So same way you wear a BoAt headphone, you plug into your own zone, you plug into Nirvana. So that's how the name BoAt came.
Marketing, what is the ethical way of doing it, and what's the innovative way of doing it, and what's the interesting way of doing it? Because yahan pe we need to have a line between being authentic, being creative, but also informing the people, not misleading people.
You know, today's audience, you can't mislead, right? They are so, I would say, there are so much on social media. They are talking to each other. अगर मैं कुछ भी गलत करता हूँ ना, कुछ भी मैं नहीं मतलब कोई भी करता है, they will make it viral second day. They will do a hashtag boycott X, right? Right. There are so many brands today which copy us, right? Our company's name is BoAt. Somebody has now started a company called Fireboat, right? People copy us, right, left, and center. There is another brand called Bolt. I have put a case against them. थोड़ा तो दिमाग लगा लो, you know. At least have something which is original. But people don't buy them just because they know that this is not authentic. So people are smart. So you have to be very careful.
When are you ready for entrepreneurship, sir? Who should start an entrepreneur? Who should wait? Because there are many dreams here.
Start in college, start in school, learn from school, learn from your mistakes. I have not learned so much at ISB, my business school, than I have learned at starting up and at failures, at my businesses. So I think you get to know the principles of businesses, you get to know how to talk to people, you get social skills. Start as soon as possible, keep doing, keep trying, keep failing. I hope you succeed in your first startup. That is the best thing. Mark Zuckerberg did that, but he's only 1 in a billion, right? I hope we get the next Mark Zuckerberg from India, from this college probably, right? But do it, go for it, start soon, start now.
Now, I recently came across this ring that you all have come out with, sir. A smart wearable ring. I asked Mr. Suresh Jumani, he said not available. Suresh Jumani in Music Zone. Yeah. So, what's the vision?
Now we launched our smart ring, and it was a 9,000 rupees ring. It is not cheap, 9,000 rupees. In 3 days, it was sold out. We never expected it to get such much traction, right? And it is a very small ring, and that does all wearable technology, right? People wouldn't have known that there is a ring on board. So you keep innovating, keep doing new things, and that's how.
If there is a sustainable bath product range company ideology, how should the marketing strategy be formed if it wants a global reach?
If you have to start that first, keep it chemical free, right? Today,
Yes, sir.
you know, everybody wants like a vegan, chemical free, sulfate free, and you know, but don't make the product free.
What, according to you, are the most important skills an entrepreneur can possess in order to become a good entrepreneur?
First important skill is that you have to hustle and keep hustling. And second is stay humble. You know, what happens is, I've seen some startup founders, right, who start doing little well, and they start acting very arrogant, right? They start thinking they know the world, and they start behaving like gods, right? That's a god syndrome which starts happening. So as an entrepreneur, the biggest thing is, or anywhere you go, the best skill you have to learn is keep hustling, but stay humble. And I believe in that.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, everyone. We had fun. You guys were amazing.